So what's up guys, this is your boy Nick from 3D Animation Guru, and like you can see on my video, I have this one it's Iclone 8 new features introduction. This was done on November 2021, and I just took this one. It's a very good presentation that I saw on the reallusion website, and I decided maybe it would be good if I can just take you through to show you exactly what is reallusion planning to improve from Iclone 7 to Iclone 8. You know, the thing is that the reallusion have been trying every time to come up with the new features that they can be able to make the animation more better than how it was before. So without wasting time, I just want to take you step by step to show you exactly what we are expecting in Iclone 8, which is expected to be released next year, earlier next year, something like January to February or March. They have not said exactly when. And yeah, so let's get and start things. So this is Iclone 8. For Iclone 8, the reallusion strove to keep strengthening the core value of the character animation with the motion direction game control. So like you can see here, they have this one, what they are calling the motion director gameplay control. I think you have seen this feature if you have been able to use something like Unreal Engine. You can be able to control like the characters or the animation using the your mouse or some keys, which are A, S, D, and W, like those one. And this is what the reallusion they are working to see that they can be able to bring in Iclone now. So they are saying and a powerful editing capability, such as animation layer editing, bi-direction breading, reach target for offset for interaction motion, add effector editing, and more. So they are saying with the latest version update, Iclone 8 makes it easy to create animation in an enjoyable and a productive manner. So we are trying to imagine, because we have been having so many issues in Iclone 7 when it comes to animation. Like you can't, when you want to animate a smooth things, it was very difficult for the Iclone 7. So I think in Iclone 8 they have tried to look for those challenges and try to come up with a good way of just making this animation look more smooth. So then they are saying we expect users who are new to the 3D industry or who are a veteran of the professional tools like Maya or Motion Builder to find the best of world in the powerful motion functionalities available in Iclone 8. And to them we say give a try. So if you know Maya is also a very advanced animation software which has been used for many years in big industry, and I think this is the level where the Iclone 8 is trying to go. So let's go to the next page. So what is new? What is new in Iclone? So we have the motion director, play to animate. So you just need to, this is a new feature. We are going to look at it and see how it look like. And then we have the motion based innovations. We have enhanced laytime visuals. We have the performance and productivity has also increased. Lily time, path trace ladder with NVIDIA Omniverse. This is something that the reallusion was trying to bring in, because NVIDIA Omniverse is very good in layering. And I think now they have been able to improve so many things so that it can work very good in Iclone 8. So we have a very small video here. Let's see, just an intro. Like this is the introduction of what they are trying to show us, like how the Iclone can do. So that was just a small one. So let me stop it so that we're done. You can check this video on the internet, it's available. And like you can see, that is what they are trying to show us. Something like it's a very smooth, like the character can jump from one building to another without problem. So let's get in. What is motion director? pray to animate. So let's see what it is. So the new motion director system departs gameplay control to drive character, apply motion trigger and dynamics camera to direct scenes in real time. So I want to show you something. Like you can see here on this video, there are some those keys, like we call them the WSAD. Those are the key like in Unreal Engine where you can click to make your character move forward, move left, move backward and move on the side. Then we have a game controller, and then we have this on the waypoint. They are calling the waypoint. So let's see a bit what is here. So you can see pray to animate, that is what they are calling it. And then he dragged the motion. And now you can use your mouse to control this character to move right, left, move forward, learn, move slowly. That is what they are calling pray to animate. Like you pray and then you animate whatever you want to see, which I think is a very good feature. That is fun. So even you can make, using your game control, you can make the character like jump. So that is what they have tried to bring. And then the same with the keys, like with the W, A, you can make the character move forward slowly. With the W, D, see, like you can use those keys and then make this character to be able to be animated the way it's supposed to be. And then even the character saying hi. So this is a matter of you just either using your keyboard or using a mouse or using a game controller. And that is what they are trying to explain here. The game controller, what it can do. A click to move, pick target player and move along with the waypoint. A gamepad directing, move the player with the natural turning in all direction. And then we have the runtime camera switch. And then we have the NPC controller, which is our move and whatever. So that is what the reallusion have brought in the Iclone 8. So let's go forward. Now we have the motion-based innovation. So let's see what is a motion-based innovations. So on the motion-based innovation, we have like there are 5 of them. We have the motion editing, the motion breading and alignment. They have the auto motion alignment, motion direction control, a bi-direction breading for smooth motion transition, and then we have auto exceed looping. Then we have like multiple animation layer editing, others like mirror, creep motion, expanding your motion, flexibility, playback, speed review for your motion play size. And then we have this, they are called the human eye control. Then we have the new control experience, new controlling, advanced foot and hard post control, precisely pin control, and present for any motion editing. User experience enhanced. Then like you have the pose mixer, and then you have interaction, reach target, offset, and then we have the curve editor, and then we have the motion pipeline. So let's see one by one. We have the motion editing. Iclone offer massive innovation for creation and editing. So I'm not going to read everything. You can just try to pause this video and try to read everything, because if I read everything, this video is going to be a very long video. Then you have like motion breading and multiple motion. So I want to show you something. We have this one, like this is a good video here they have done, which trying to show auto motion alignment. And let's see, so we have the character there, and now you can see here we have this feature here. You have something here that is added on Iclone 8. This was not there on Iclone 8, so you can just click there. And now with your character, maybe you add some motion. And now you can see now your character is learning. And you see when the character learn, if you can remember in Iclone 8, if you put that one, the character is just going to land on one. So with this one, it's now going to make your character like it can move forward instead of landing to one point. And let's see, and you see that was the problem that we had with Iclone, where we had a character that is, if you just add so many like landing motion, the character is just going to land from one point A to point B, back to point A, land back to point B. And this one now, the auto motion alignment, now you can be able now to land a character from point A to point B, B to C, C to D, and exactly. You see, it's just a very simple thing. You just need to do a click and make your character land that way. So you see, that's just what they are calling auto motion alignment. That's a very good feature. I can just give a verb on the Iclone 8. And now we have the concept of what is happening. So let's see back what is on the other. So this is what now they are trying to show you. You have your character here, then here you click, and then you have align position only, or align position and direction. So you can just choose which one you want according to the way you want to see your character moving. So, and then they're saying align position only consider the position of a character from the last clip when applying addition motion clip. So they are, and then align position and direction considers the position and orientation of the character from the last clip when applying addition motion clip. So you can just try to differentiate that one there. Then we have the motion direction. The motion direction flow of the motion is decided by you. You can use the transformation gizmo to direct adjust to directly adjust the direction and position of the character during the motion clip transition. So let's see this video here and try to come up with the idea what is happening. You see now you have the character is moving, and maybe you want to change the motion direction. You see, you have to click there, and then you can tune the character. So now when the character reaches there, he will be able to change the motion. So that's a good concept. Check on that video too. It's a very nice video. And then maybe you can be able to learn on how you can do that one. So this is what I was saying. You come here, you click here, and when you click here now, this small here, the small whatever is going to open, and then it can help you, like if you want your character to go to the standing point and then rotate, so you just need to come and just rotate the character here directly, and then it's going to this is the according to the transformation gizmo. Then the character is going to rotate on to turn on the left or right side of the motion. That is a very good feature too. And this is what now they're trying to shape. You can just shake it on the, like you have the head, foot, heart, right heart, left heart, and everything. Now we have the bi-direction. Bi-direction braiding for smooth clip and transition. It allows a versatility different motion clip to braid smoothly into a more natural sequence. So what happened, let's see here and try to have a good idea of what is going to happen like when you are having the bi-direction. So let's say you have the character is learning, and then at some point you want this to see this character like jumping. So jumping and then learning. You see there's that one, like what you're saying, the translation. Like when it's come there are some things which they are happening which they don't look good. And now with the Iclone 8 you can be able now to be able to edit, and if you have ever done like video editing, you know, like you put them, we call them the transition, where you can be able to translate or to combine to motion together and make them look smooth. And let's see at the end what is going to happen. You see now your character can now be able to jump and also do other motion without any showing that gap. That is also what is added on Iclone 8. So this is what they are calling. You just need to come here between, try to cut the point that you don't want, and then join them, and then trying to make that the transition to make it smooth, like the same way like you do on the video editing. This is the same way. The control are built light onto the overlapping creep. At first glance, it may seem complicated, but actually operation is quite simple. So you can see it is a bit they're saying, but if you just overlap and then you try to just make like the way you make your creep to hide the gap between one frame to the other one. So then we have the motion breading. This demo video showcase the practical application for the three of mentioned functionality. The character into the video automatically translation from walking to snapping a camera in the clear face. The motion were trimmed and mashed to create the smooth connection. So you see they did some work, but let's see and see what the character is doing first, that we can have a very good clear. So we have this character. We add the motion. Now we have the character there moving, and maybe you want to add something. So this character may walk and then hold the camera. So that is what you want to see on your motion. There are two motions. One is the character walking, the next one is the character holding the camera. And you see they trimmed, then they mashed, and now let's see and let's see now what, after we pray, what is going to happen. So you see, and then photograph. So now you get the idea of what was happening. So the other one is auto extend looping animation. So on the auto extend looping animation, motion looping will automatically extend the hip motion and perform position matching. Therefore, you can stop the motion at any motion 100% with your discretion. So this one is auto extend looping. So you can do motion looping with automatically extending then. So let's see exactly what is going to happen, and then maybe we can have a clear picture of what the Iclone has brought to us. So we have that one, the character they are learning. So you loop, like remember whatever we said on the first one, you can just click the smooth motion by looping it, and then click there and align. And now the character there, she is learning. And those other people here, they are trying to chase this character. And now when you put the camera, you see they are all learning. So that is the idea, just extending that one. So then we have the multiple animation layer. The key point one, stable motion detecting dictates that movement is pivoted at the hips with the ability to adjust the pelvic floor. So let's see first of all this video and have an idea what they are talking about. So we have this character, we're sitting down, and now like you can see there is like you try to make him a bit squat, and now you see, now you can be able to but now you maybe the legs and whatever. So that is the multiple animation layer editing. Then we have also this other video here. Let's also have a look at it, so that you can just have a clear idea of what is happening here. And then this character is walking. And then maybe you want to make this character squid, but you're just using the same motion. You know, the idea here is that you use, like, this character was walking, but with the same motion you can make this character do some other things. That is the point behind this one here. So you will check on it when the Iclone 8 comes. So let's go. So this is what they are trying to discuss. We have this table here. Even when the hip is vertical adjusted, the feet remain planted in their place. So even when you just make the hip a bit, this one will remain the same way. So you have the effect brother weight, activate, deactivate, and then try to move like the same way we saw in the video. Then you have this character. You are just use animation layer can expand on the possibility for animation you currently have, making it easy and flexible to deliver new motion. So just use the same motion, try to bed your character, and they are going just to play the motion that you want to see on your animation. Then you have something like here, you have the arm figures, arms base pose. I think this is a matter of just clicking and making them work the way you want to see them. Then they're just trying to show you here the rear editing user interface is simple and user friendly, inspired by Photoshop. So you have the layer list, you have the layer related editing, add, copy, delete, and everything. Then you have the layer condition, lock, color, activate, and deactivate. Then you have the layer weight with king. Then you have the layer manager, like what you want to see, the head, arm, and these things will be very good like when you have the Iclone 8, and then you can be able to try them. Then we have the motion miller, and the key point, the motion miller database is there for you to freely use as a way to effectively deal with the multiple project requirement. When you have the key point 2 miller, motion help when the motion pivot goes astray during motion chain. So let's play this one here and see what is motion miller. So we have the characters, two characters here sitting in on a hotel. And then they are like communicating. And now you can see on the shadow. On the shadow is like there is so let's see what he's going to do. You know, this is so you can make the character communicate. It's either on the left side or the right side. It doesn't matter which side that you're going to put your character. The main thing is that they are going to play the same mission, and also you can just control them easily on your without just trying to edit more to make them look on the other direction, either left or right. And that is what they are calling the motion miller. The motion pivot located on left foot. The motion pivot goes astray mid mode, and the motion pivot need to be adjusted to be in the right place. So that's what they are calling, like it can be able to work on both sides, left or right. Then you have the setting playback speed, like you can be able to adjust like the speed by controlling them, whether increase the speed or reduce the speed. This is, I don't need to explain more about this one. I think the word is clear what is just going to happen on that. Then we have the new human IK animation. What are some functionality that comes with the advent of the HIK system? Part 1, improved viewpoint control, creating what was once impossible, and control over every minute of the pin system. New controlling, advanced foot and post control, precise and stable pin control, enhanced use of experience. So then you have effortless combine and effector of hard key motion. And so let's see. So you have new controlling. Brand new controlling comes with a new look and adjustment control range to increase hardness. So let's see what is here. So we have this character here, and maybe you just want to, I think this was also in character Iclone 7, and whatever they're just making is just to be able to like to control those links. There are so many, like the same way. That one I don't think is a very hard thing to. It was already in Iclone 7. So now you have the new controlling. You have the shoulder. They are also increased, and the foot and everything. So that one was, you can just check on it when you need it. Then you have the foot, advanced foot and hard post control. That is also advanced. And then you have like when the character is pin for both hard and feet. Like you can be able to do that one, and pin for. So that one I think is, yeah, just advanced and more enhanced. So now you have those on the controlling. That's what they're trying to explain. Then we have the head effector, designed for professional hard key motion and non-realistic character creation. So let's see what is going to happen here. And if guys you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. And I'll be taking you through the journey of Character Creator 8 when it will be released and everything. So don't forget to subscribe to me. So you see now what they are trying to do, like with foot and everything, hip. So this one is like it is just advanced and made more better than it was. And then maybe we have like this one, when the creativity application motion can be categorized into simple group A, fixed feet motion; group B, fixed hard motion; group C, free floating motion; and group D, fixed feet and hard motions. So this one, like you can fix and everything. In order to fix the feet to the floor, the effector must be activated. So you have to activate that one there, and then you can fix those one. So then you have the creative application for this one. When both hard and feet are pinned, the lips are constrained by linear motion. And then we have like when the both hard and feet have their effector deactivated, they are free to move about in a non-linear fashion. So you have to make it activated or deactivate to make sure that you have it. And then you have now the post mixer. Post mixer, the diversified motion by mix and matching different poses. A post mixer can be a powerful mashup system for still frame, post miller, post. So let's see it. Let's try to see first of all, like we have this video here, and we have the post mixer, this one, and maybe you add a motion. or pose. So that is the idea behind it. And then we have the pose miller. So that one is just the miller. And then we have like this one. A pose is animation layer key that can be edited again and again. So you can just edit that one again and again. So you see, like you can try to do something like that one. So they are just trying to show you the pose mix for a still frame. That one we have seen on the video, and pose milling, like left to right side, right to left side, and miller both sides. And then we have this one, like you can be able to edit again. And then we have the interaction, leash target enhancement by interactive between actors and props, where evaluated for more persuasive performance. Character leash target offset, interactive miller leash offset, offset layer key, and then you have the motion correction, foot, step, handprint, and editing. And then you have the leash target editing for interactive motion. So we have for creating leash offset, offset layer, keying, transition, and creating damage. Case 1, plop interaction or self interaction with character interaction. So let's try to see. Like you have this car, and maybe you want to open this car, and you see the hand grip here is not so good. So I'm just going to take you, let me just show you this video, then I can just show you. So you just move the hand, and then it can grab, and now you see your character can be able to open that door without any problem. That is the interaction. So I want to show you something here. This is the same way. Maybe you want to interact with this one object, and then the holding is a bit offset, so you can be able to collect it and make it the way you want to see it. Like this one, then like maybe a character can jump and everything, and then you can just make those one offset layer, like making them maybe a smooth way, or like leash left offset. You see they have added so many things here on leash, everything. So then we have the motion correction, and we have the reach target, prevents over extension and determines the duration of the rocked effector, which is useful to prevent a slipping. So let's see. You know, in characters saving, I think sometimes you had some problem, like when you want to animate the character, and then they were like sliding, something like sliding, or let me just say slipping or sliding. And now we have this on the motion correction, where you can be able to edit your characters and make them follow the step where you want to see them. You see that the very smooth and a very good things that you can move the leg and maybe want to see it there. You see, so that is the idea behind it, like this character moving, crawling, and then you want to adjust and make some point collection, so you can make the heart hold and make it the way you want to, exactly where you want to see them, not the other way loud. You see, yeah, like you can also, this is a very good feature also. You have an idea of what is meant. So then you have the correction, like you have the left arm, everything they are showing here, the thread hook, the translation frame, leash, offset, release offset frame. And then we have correction method, speed used for motion with the regulated and uniform speed and height used to curb the speed of the motion, which is useful for the offset. Then you can just pause and try to read everything there, like I've tried to show you in the video of whatever is going to happen, and then you see it. Then you have the foot, like the same way we were saying, trying to collect them and trying to make them move to the where you want without making them sliding. Then we have the curve editor. This is also known as Iclone 7. It was a plugin. Like that, the Iclone 8 is coming with it. The curved edition will be built in Iclone 8 without an extra purchase. Yeah, in Iclone 7 you had to buy it, but now on Iclone 8 they are giving it to you for free. Let me say they're giving it for free, but it's combined, it's building. So there's nothing like you don't need to buy this plugin extra. And we can see, if you are familiar with the curve editor, you know whatever the curve editor does. It's like you see you have this one, like the head is disappearing when you want to do a motion, and maybe you can be able now to move that head outside and make it. So let's see what he is going to do. So you have those points there. I think the best thing I can do instead of showing the video is maybe we can start by curve editor and see, like somebody is jumping. You have the curve editor here. You just need to click the workspace, then you go to the toolbar, and then you have this here, and then you have those one here, the hip point and everything being controlled. Then like we have this hand here. You see this hand is a bit, you can be able to move it outside and make it not like disappearing on the wall and everything. This is the idea there. Go motion creep, and then they remove the root motion and everything. So that is the curve editor. This one was already in the Iclone 7, but you had to buy it. And then you have after and before. You see the before, the head was disappearing, but then after, the head can be able to, like this guy is trying to lap the boat and doing everything. And then you have after, it was like this one, and then before it was like this one, and then after, the direction, the character is doing exactly what you want them to do. There's nothing like that faking everything. And then we have like the legs movement and everything. So the curve editor will not go much deep inside because it was already there on Iclone 7. You can also purchase it if you have the Iclone 7 and then use it on your Iclone 7. So you have before, this is how the character was working. After, this is how the character was working. Those are the things that the curve editor is going to do. So must pay attention for the following. So you can just pay attention for the following. Iclone 8 effector system implies that every motion will preserve two set of data. When the motion is sampled, the two set of data are applied for the FK. And effector controls simultaneously. Therefore, you should set the effector control to activate for every time they are moved to see the correct result. So you need to activate also here so that you can see the correct result. Don't forget to do that one. Then you have easy to use. That one you can be able to edit it inside and be able to, you see, added necessary control for key editing, copy paste, jump for previous, a new optimize option, right click on any position and timeline. And then we have something here lighten in China, which is smooth curve. Then we have the motion pipeline and any FBX motion. data format will be compatible with Iclone, which largely remove platform barrier for motion data and make it capable. So now there are some FBX motion which will not be compatible with the Iclone 7, but now with the Iclone 8, this one is just going to happen. This will be a matter of just a drag and drop for a single motion, is on to direct application, drag and drop multiple motion, file convert the L motion into one go. So that one is also made easier. So you can just watch this video a bit, and then we have a clear way of what is going to happen. So you have like those all motion here. Just copy. And then drag. And then it's just going to be converted directly, and it can be used on your Iclone 8. That is also made easier. So this one you can just try to shake like it's converting. We don't need to waste a lot of time here. I will do a separate video about this one and then show you how you can be able to get that one. So then again, we have any motion become a resource that can be freely dragged and dropped. So you can just drag this one here from Maximo and drop it in Iclone 8, and now you can download an FBX motion and our character and drag it into iAvatar to bring it to the motion into the timeline. So that one, when it comes, I'm just going to show you exactly what is going to happen. Then you have support of multiple file branch exports. Then you have the motion sharing, like one character can be able to share, convert motion that can be shared among different characters. That will also be available in Iclone 8. And then we have enhanced real-time visuals. So we have the Iclone 8 real-time ladder has been enhanced with the following update. We have the volumetric light enhancement, lens fade, mirror print shader, and motion bar. So we have like this one, the light. I think this one is better when you are doing it practical, but here is just a small video that try to show you added visible volumes of direction, spot, and point light. Not only can light be illuminated, they can also add a sense of atmosphere to the scene. So we have like we have the outdoor, volumetric, indoor, volumetric, and this video will be available, and then you can be able to watch it. So we have the light enhancement and shadow strength multiple. So this is the amount of light. It is this topic need to be discussed separately and in depth so that we can be able to see and learn how the light operates. So we have the mirror shade and performance and productivity, mirror blur, and then you have the performance and productivity. By the performance, the software architecture of Iclone has been optimized, and more new features will be introduced to handle bigger scale project. So the performance, the last if you have ever used Iclone 7, you cannot do a project that requires so many files inside because it hangs and everything. So support for GPU computation for skin, bone, character, and animation. Hidden object will not be processed in the background, and support of isolation object and quick key of isolation. So that is by productivity are long known as performance as a profession animation production tool. Iclone has been missing some basic function required for a while. So this was not there. In this version, we have worked tirelessly to make up for this with one function at a time. in order to improve the overall production for its dedicating user. The added function include flexibility, frame rate for virtual production, and then you have the merge and correction of manager and device mapping. Then we have the lead time path trace later with NVIDIA Omniverse. This one was already introduced in Iclone 7. You can also check it. And now this one is also going to be in Iclone 8, more improved, like whatever they are saying, and then you can see it. So now they are trying to say the RTX GPU based patch trace ladder, Iclone and Iclone iCharacter 4 can connect to NVIDIA Omniverse based on the path. So you may refer to this video for whatever. You can watch this video there. Those who have purchased Iclone 8 and character will have free access to Omniverse connector, and a preliminary version will be provided for earlier experience. So you have the character creator 3 Omniverse is also there. You can also buy it and see it. So they're saying also Iclone Omniverse connector coming soon. So thank you guys for watching this video, and I think it was a very long video, but at least we have trying to see what was what we're expecting on the Iclone 8. And I'm just going to do another video to show you, if you have Iclone 7 and character creator 3, what you just need to be able to get Iclone 8 and character creator 4. So thank you for watching this video, and bye for now.